Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector Plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
People who don't hit new PIP threshold to be more than £4,000 a year worse off. Around 1 million people who used to receive PIP but won't qualify after yesterday's overhaul stand to lose more than £4,000 a year. Work and Pensions Secretary Liz Kendall set out her plans to slash the welfare budget in front of MPs yesterday afternoon, with the focus on personal independence payments. The benefit is used to help disabled people afford all the extra costs they face as a result of their condition. But Kendall said 1,000 people are signing on for PIP every day, which means the equivalent of Leicester, where she is an MP, is added each year. She argued this was unsustainable, as spending on working age health and disability benefits is already up £20 billion since the pandemic and set to balloon further. The biggest change announced yesterday impacted the qualification criteria for PIP. Recipients of the benefit are given scores of between 0 and 12 by healthcare professionals to demonstrate how difficult they find everyday tasks such as washing and eating, with their score determining the amount they are paid. Kendall announced that from November next year, PIP would only be given to people who score a 4 or higher on at least one activity, in effect limiting it to the most severely disabled people. To view this video, please enable JavaScript and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5. Video. Up next, in an appearance on BBC Radio 4's Today program, Ruth Curtis of think tank The Resolution Foundation estimated around 1 million people who currently receive the benefit would lose it as a result. She said, "The government haven't given us a number for how many will be affected, and because they've made quite a detailed change to the system, we can't tell exactly who will be affected. I think it would have been good if the government had told us yesterday. But given what they've told us about how much they're planning to save, the Resolution Foundation estimate it's around 1 million people who are losing their entitlement to PIP completely." Asked how much those people would be losing, she said, "PIP varies depending on exactly what you qualify for, but between £4,200 and £6,300 a year." The government has said the impact assessment for the full benefit reform package will be released next week as part of Rachel Reeves' spring statement. Disability charities and campaigners have slammed the plans, with James Taylor of Scope saying the new measures should shame the government to its core. He added, "Ripping 5BN out of the system by 2030 will be a catastrophe for disabled people's living standards and independence. The government will be picking up the pieces in other parts of the system, with pressure on an already overwhelmed NHS and social care, as more disabled people are pushed into poverty." In an article for The Times today, Sir Keir Starmer wrote, "I believe every single worker should feel their contribution to the country is valued. That is why I am so determined to reform work with the biggest leveling up of employment rights in a generation. And I have seen firsthand just how many barriers are put in the way of disabled people who simply want to get on and lead their lives. So I am equally determined to reform the broken social security system that is holding both our people and our country back." Get in touch with our news team by emailing us at webnews@metro.co.uk. For more stories like this, check our news page. Era. More, Labour wouldn't cut disability benefits after spending a day in my shoes. Era. More, outrageous things that have been bought on civil service credit cards. Era. More, Martin Lewis issues urgent £10,000 pension warning as April 5 deadline looms. Straight-talking analysis from Westminster, straight to your inbox. This site is protected by Ray CAPTCHA and the Google privacy policy and terms of service apply. Your information will be used in line with our privacy policy.